We got Doug Holland, veteran coach, number of places, right? Even with El Tour de Tucson, you worked over there to help out that community event there. Fourth year back at Sahuaro.
Been here for 4 years. I retired. I was a principal in Oregon at Marshfield High School.
Oh, okay.
And so after I finished there, after I was at Sabino before that, and Pima before that, and Sabino again before that with Coach Skur. And so, yeah, I've been around for a while, which makes me old and bald.
So what is it about coaching that keeps you wanting to come out here and work with these kids?
Well, it's a great group of kids. It's much different than the kids that I had, of course, at Sabino. It's much more like the ones we had at Pima. We recruited kids from, some pretty challenging environments. But
right.
Great group of kids here. They're really enthusiastic, hard workers, but a lot of them come from challenging environments too. And so we do all we can we feed them here. We're having dinner here tonight in a few minutes, but they're hard workers.
Yeah, what's it like coaching with Scott? I mean, he's like a people person all the way, so what's that like?
Well, I've known Scott since he was 14. I was his high school coach.
Oh, okay.
So he played for me over at Sabino. And when he graduated, he was about 6 foot, 6'1", 170 pounds. So he went from there to playing at U of A and finishing out his growth spurt. And
right.
When I was over at Sabino and he was here, we stayed really close and we talked a lot and exchanged ideas. So when I went to Oregon, decided to come back, I thought it'd be great to coach with him and help him out in any way I can.
What was he like as a player?
Same as he is now. He goes 1,000 miles an hour. There's no quit. He was the best hustler we ever had. He played every position on the line, offense and defense and linebacker, every special teams. He would do whatever he could to make the team better. That's how he coaches the same way.
Yeah, no, you guys have really a lot of new coaches, right? Because Daniel was hired at County Foothills. He took some coaches with him. So how's the coaching staff shape up this year for you guys?
Oh, it's great. It's John Rodriguez who's joined the offense. He's almost as old as I am, has as much experience, and he's been all over high school and college. So he and I just gelled right away. So it's been a pleasure coaching with him. We brought Coach Miguel with him. He was one of Johnny's line coaches. He does a great job. Scott's doing the defensive line now. James Brindley, who was a linebacker for me when we played for the state championship at Sabino, he's doing the linebackers. So it's still within the family. Lucius Miller, who's been with us much longer than before I came over here. So Lou's still helping us, is doing a little of everything. So it's a bunch of guys that we get along great. It's like a family. We treat the kids the same way, and we stay really close.
Well, the natural question is, you coach at Sabino, you got a lot of guys who played at Sabino, and Sahuaro is like the rival, right? So what's that dynamic like to coach at a school that's a rival where you spent so many years?
Well, Ryan, who's a head coach over there, played for me at Sabino. Okay. Sly and I coached both youth football because our kids were the same age, so we coached youth football all the way through Sabino years with our kids till they graduated.
Yeah.
So everybody over there I know, and I live in the neighborhood still. I'm cheering for them except when we play them. When we play them, I'm hoping we can get them. But I've been at probably 12, 13 different schools in my career. I started at Coronado High School in Scottsdale, and I coached at Scottsdale Sahuaro. I coached at Chaparral. I've coached all over, so I'm kind of beyond I don't like this school because they're a rival, or else I wouldn't like any schools. And more of it is Dusty Peace at CDO is a good friend. I cheer for CDO except when we play him, and Danny at Foothill is a cheer for him. And
right.
Richard now is over at Tucson High instead of Sunnyside. It's a small family. We all know each other, and there's no room for hate.
So you coached at Arcadia also?
I taught at Arcadia for a year.
Arcadia, okay.
Yeah, I taught English there for a year in the 80s.
Okay, so almost like everywhere like.
Yeah, I grew up in Scottsdale. I went to Scottsdale Sahuaro.
Okay.
So I spent a year coaching there for Bob Keller was the AD then.
Okay.
I actually did cross country when I was coaching there.
Okay.
So I've done a little of everything at all of these different schools, and so I've got a lot of friends across the state.
All right, Coach Hall, it was nice to talk to you.
Thank you.
Best of luck to you guys this year. Hopefully a full season, no interruptions.
As of right now, we have our first game, but we haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.